Welcome to Newsworthy Stories with Jacqueline Jimenez. I am so excited today to talk to you about how to plan the best date ever. We're going to talk to the experts in just a moment, but first, check out this story.
For me, the best date ever is always about the who. And I think that's what drives me to go get better and better.
Actually, he asked me the most important thing, what would you like to eat? Not knowing that I'm a big food person, I like to eat a lot. And yeah, I told him, I was like, oh, I want Jamaican jerk chicken, I want oxtail, I want a pineapple soda, it has to be D&G. And he brought it all to me at my door. My father was in the garage and he was just like, oh, who's that? I was like, oh, this guy I'm talking to. He's like, oh, he brought you food. I'm like, yeah. And he was like, okay. And the rest was history.
And that was day 2.
Yeah, day 2.
That's when it all started.
And he has been feeding me since.
I'm going to create a newsletter where I'm going to say once a week, I'm going to send a date night idea, a gift idea, a love message that you could send to your partner. Once a week, I could promise you that. And from there, that grew from just my close friends getting the newsletter to now over 20,000 subscribers on the newsletter. If I'm going to truly help 100 million people, I need to get technology behind it, right? And the more I hear these stories of people messaging us and emailing us about what we've done for them just from the newsletter, my thought was, I want to help every relationship reach its fullest potential. That's why I'm doing Best Date Ever. It's that, right? And that is what wakes me up every morning to be able to do that. So that brought us to where we are now.
So we're going somewhere, going to Cancun.
Ooh,
and one of the things I want to do is on the night of the birthday, I want to plan out something for her, like special at the resort. What could I do?
Awesome. So we have the Intelligent Cupid Engine Date Night Planner. So we'll use that. We could go to Date Night Planner. And same thing, we're celebrating a birthday, as I mentioned. And this is what date?
Yeah. It's going to be the 7th of February.
Okay, so we look for the date. We throw that in. Once again, we have our Intelligent Cupid Engine.
So it's going to tell me exactly what to do?
Exactly what to do and how to do it.
Got you.
All right, so as you can see, start listing out individually what you could do. And the great thing is that you could pick from the things, right? So you don't have to do everything. You could pick and say, okay, I want to do the tropical flavors breakfast, or I want to do the snorkeling adventure. I want to do...
Got you. So it's giving me literally a whole day here itinerary. I could follow from sunrise all the way back to
exactly
a starlit stroll.
And even giving you exactly how to execute it.
Got it. No, that's dope.
All right, and if you love the idea...
It's even telling me that they gave me the name of a restaurant.
Here you go.
That is dope.
All right, and if you love the idea, you could always save it. So you could come back to it later. You could send it to yourself so you can, when you go on the trip, you can have it in your email at any point, right?
Gotcha.
And you can plan from there.
All right, cool.
So joining me now to talk more about how to plan the best date ever is Andre K and his wife Twee. Thank you so much for joining me. I am so excited. I can't wait because this is the hardest thing for people to do, how to plan the best date ever.
Awesome. Thanks for having us, Jacqueline. It's a pleasure. It is, right? But I think when you have the who, it makes it easier to want to plan the date night and to want to get inspired to do more. And I know, right, for men, it's a hard thing to do, right? A lot of men, it's a hard thing to do. So our goal is to help to break that, right? Notion where it's easy to do, right? It's accessible to do. And the goal is for more relationships to have access to this, to be able to do the thing.
You know what? I'm going to ask you a hard question because you just mentioned something, and I say a hard question for me to answer, but you're a guy. Okay, so maybe you can answer it. Okay, so And I think this goes to that. I know that this platform is designed to help men do what you've been doing. You've come up with these great ideas, but there's that desire to please, your wife, or your desire to please your partner. And how do you get them from going, okay, you just decide everything, it being like, okay, your wife or your girlfriend, or, decide it for them, because you want them to have everything they want. But how do you get them to do that without going, you pick the restaurant, you pick the, you know what I mean? Because that's the natural thing. They want to be pleasing. They don't want to get it wrong. So how did you get over that?
I think it really comes down to understanding the partner, what they like, what they're into, what they're willing to try, right? And I think it opened that up, right? So first starts with, okay, are they into Asian fusion? Are they into Caribbean fusion or Caribbean? What are they into Italian? I don't know, whatever the case may be. Let's start with small steps and say, okay, let's go to these things, and then now broaden the spectrum on different things. So I think it's just understand, and I think I know once you do that, eventually you get more comfortable and you see the reaction from your partner's face or from your partner's feelings. You'll be like, oh, they really like that. Let me do more of that, right? I think you got to start somewhere. I don't expect you to just jump on them like you're gonna plan a one night stay in Paris.
Why not?
Hours, right?
Why
not? Start somewhere and then go dream bigger.
So, Tweet, give us some advice, the ladies, some advice on how to encourage our partner to want to do more, or to let them know, even if it wasn't the perfect choice, right? Talk about how you've gone like, oh, great, thanks for that. But you still do it.
Of course, it's always about to be transparent with your partner, telling him or her how they feel, especially when he comes up with these ideas. And let's say not every idea is going to be the best idea, but so far everything he has done, it has always wowed me. And I always think like, okay, what's going to be the next thing? And every time with every plan that he's done, it has always increased to become better and better. I don't know how he does it. And I think that's where Best Date came in, where he ventures into the platform and comes up with these ideas. And it, like I said, it becomes better and better. And it's all about being transparent with your partner.
So you have to tell your partner what it is you really like, and don't just accept the things, or if you have to tell them, hey, this is not something I really like, and let them know without them going, you know what, I'm never going to buy any clothes for you again because you didn't like the first shirt I bought,
And I've done that before with him, and I've said, I don't like this food, I don't like this, this idea. So I'll let him know, and from there, it changes.
Yeah, and you get better, right?
Yeah.
So even just I give even these little small tips, right? Where it's, if you want to buy a gift, look in her closet, look in her makeup table.
Yeah.
Okay, is she running out of a specific makeup that she really like? Buy more of that. Is she running out of perfume that she's buy more of that? Look at her shoes or shoe size. What is the shoe size? Right? So just little those things makes a huge difference, and that's what the platform helps to do as well, where it literally shows you to enter everything you know about your partner, and it helps you to create the right gift idea.
That means you have to take the time to do it, and and actually know the sizes, and actually know, it's intentional, right? And that could be even a little scary, but still, especially, it's one thing if you're married, but if you're not married, people are like, well, what are you in my closet for? So, but tell us more. One thing that struck me as you were sharing in that story and in that interview, you were so passionate about being able to reach millions. You're not trying to reach a few friends anymore, or a few thousands, which is, to me, is incredible. The people you've already reached, but you're starting to see the fruit of your labor. and it's gotten exciting for you, just like the date, right? Just like creating that date got exciting for you. Now you're like, I want to help more people. So tell us about that passion a little more.
I think just instill in me, right? It's because I feel that if I could do it for us, we could do it for a few friends, we could do it for a few thousand people. Why not do it for a few million people, right? I think when it comes to relationships so impactful, not just from the level of partnerships, but it leads down to the kids. It leads down to the people around you. I think all that energy and being able to protect that at an early age or early part time in your life means so much because it triggers so much other things, right? Imagine if we didn't have this and we had a bad relationship, right? That's gonna pass on to the kids, right? Kids gonna pass it on to their friends. So if it starts here at the top with us, I think it feeds into so much other things, and that's why I feel like we're not just gonna impact 100 million romantic relationships, but we're gonna impact their families, their friends, right? It's gonna pass down. I think that could change and be so impactful for the world. And I always tell people, I want this to be my gift to humanity.
Yeah. And, I even look at it even further. I think that, and I'm sure you already know this in the back of your mind, but one, I absolutely think marriage counselors can use this as a resource, for their clients on a professional level, right? But on a non-professional level, I think the date nights with your friends, planning birthdays, planning anniversaries with your family, planning all that. I think they'll be able to use this platform just to do something special for their sister, for their brother,
Exactly.
and I just find that because you know them the best, but sometimes you don't know how to do something. You're going to visit them in a town that you don't live in. Wow, you'd be able to use this platform. I would love, I think I will be, I already told myself, I said, I'm going to sign up for this because although, I'm the one who's always planning it, whether it's for my family, it's for, but, and I will share it with my husband.
and that's the key, right? We want to give the man the ability to do it, right? So it's before you could dive in, but I would say to you is give it to the husband, like, hey, sign up for this thing and see what he does with it, right? And I think just doing that will put the ball in his court, like, oh, I have my co-pilot, right, of assistant to help me to plan these date nights, to buy the gifts, to manage a relationship, right? Even the platform itself, you could add upcoming anniversary, upcoming birthday. If you have a pet, you can have the pet's birthday as well. Everything you want. So, and what we do is that we don't want to ever forget it. So you're gonna get a 21-day reminder. You're gonna get a 14-day reminder. You're gonna get 7 days reminder, and you're gonna get a 1-day reminder, right? So we're giving you all the things in place so that you would not forget it. And also imagine you have a pet and you love your pet and your boyfriend or partner or girlfriend, whatever it is, and we're like, hey, here's a gift for your pet. It's like, what? Or
oh, that would be so cool.
Right? Or here's flowers to send to, maybe you have a parent that you love, or it's her mom's birthday, or it's her brother's or whatever it is, right? So you can always remind yourself and have the things to help you, assist you to be better.
And even the people that work with you or for you.
Yeah.
This could be one of those things that help plan that as well, because you'll know some things that are important to them. Maybe they can't afford it, but maybe you can. You'll be able to give them. The other thing I was thinking was, you have this, you have kids, kids are usually the biggest issue. How do we do this with kids? How do we do this without kids? Tell me more about, what are your ideas, dates with kids, and then what you've been able to do, maybe swap with friends. I don't know. Babysit.
Of course, with kids, and we know a lot of relationships, especially when you're talking about marriage, there are kids involved, right? So it's how you plan the dates that could actually incorporate the kids within the dates, right? Whether it's having a s'mores night out, with the kids, popcorn and a little movie. While you're drinking wine, they're drinking apple juice, right? But I think there's a lot of
This is
ways
a home date. Okay.
it's a home date, right? There's a lot of things you can incorporate the kids in, where it could be adventurous in them seeing, because once again, the kids seeing you, how you treat the partner, also affects
Mhm.
them, which is very important. So they seeing that you're showing love to your partner consistently, it's just natural for them to take
Yeah.
up the same thing and want to do the same thing, as well. So it's sure they see the respect, they see the love, they see the caring, right? All of these things matter. I think when you incorporate them, or they just see you doing it, right? Hey, we're mommy and daddy's going on a date night. Okay, I mean,
Yeah.
it's all those things are triggering, whether it's subconscious or not. It's very impactful.
And you know what I do like about the platform is, okay, for me, it's planning a date is not a plan. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not something I have time to plan. And the fact that you get the results so quickly is helpful to someone like me, or helpful to maybe even men, busy professionals who want to
Yeah.
do something, but really you go, okay, we have this window. We just figured it out this morning. Let's, already have it. So the idea is to set up that platform in advance, right?
Yep. Yep.
Um, so that when you do have this window of time, you can just jump on, put it in. Okay, we can do this, this, and this tonight. What do you have for us? Um,
And it will even show you how to execute it as well, right? So with the responses today, and I say, okay, call this place, set a reservation here, do this. It literally tell you exactly how to execute it, right? Even with our gift ideas as well, when you select when you plan out a gift the gift you want to buy, we also incorporated what we call a offers and rewards section. We get discounts on flowers, chocolates, like a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible.
and and I can tell you because of your creativity already. I know that the more people use it and the more you hear what people like and what's working, I know you'll even make those adjustments as well and you'll let us know. This is so exciting. Love the Best Date Ever platform, because I believe we'll be able to use it for so many levels all year long. And especially on those love holidays like Valentine's Day, which,
Absolutely.
as we now know, Twee does that. So
Yes.
you get the night off for Valentine's, which is pretty cool. Actually, I think that's such a great idea, Twee. I
Yeah.
think I might have to steal that idea.
And your
Um,
partner gets surprised because they're like,
Something
normally
different.
it's something different. They're so used to, going out getting the flowers, planning the whole entire day for their loved one. But when you take a spin on it and you reverse the roles, I feel like your partner will feel much more loved. They feel like, okay, you actually you care a lot, because you put the time and the effort into making that special day for them.
I 100% agree. I was trying to think of there's a book, The Five Love Languages. I don't know if you've
Yep.
ever read this book, right? And the one thing that stood out to me from that book was the way people give love and affection is really the way they like to receive it.
Yeah.
And so the fact that you do that for him, for Andre on Valentine's Day, really is probably like, yeah, he probably
Yeah.
can't wait,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
for that.
Right.
So you'll have to hit up another day just to put them off guard. So maybe twice.
All right.
There you go.
We
But
even create our own day. It's called 50 Shades of K.
Yeah.
Or on our anniversary where, yeah.
all right. Well, you have to keep us, like I said, informed. I hope, I want to hear the updates as we go. But be looking for the Best Date Ever. And you can see he's got this, try it for free. bestdateever.co. .co. Get to it and get on it. Get your profile set up and go have some fun. Anything else you want to share with us?
Try it for free. Just do it, right? I think it's gonna be so impactful to just every relationship. Try it. You can follow us on any of the social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, at My Best Date Ever. My Best Date Ever. just check it out. That's all we ask, all right? And we want to make it so easy once again that we give it to you for free. You could try it for free. That's how much we want people to use it, because we know it's going to impact, it's going to change lives.
And share it. Okay. And share it. All right. Thank you so much for joining me, Andre and Twee. What a pleasure.
Thank you for having us.